We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Shib Coin, Shiba Inu, and we're going to break down why it's starting to push up higher from 5 zeros and a 6, almost reaching 5 zeros and an 8. It's currently at 5 zeros and a 7. 5.9, and we're going to break it all down here based off the chart, the data, information, is it trending, is it most visited, and what is going on overall in the ecosystem in Shiba Inu family. So you definitely want to be aware of this. You definitely want to stay tuned for this video. But before we jump into it, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. We look for opportunities like this one every single day. So if you trade stocks apart from crypto, you may want to check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And we're going to jump right into it here with Shiba Inu. The home runs of the day were spectacular. Both stocks that I mentioned this morning turned out to be home runs. And if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So this morning I mentioned MRM and RNAZ, and this is how these stocks performed based off of the charts. So we talked about RNAZ pretty early on in the pre-market, sitting sideways, and it took off to a 10 to 20% move in a matter of 30 minutes. And at the time of this screenshot, it has hit a highest point in the day so far of 50% plus, guys. This is what we look for. This is what we strive for every single day. Now we also talked about MRM. This one was overextending. It was up 10% since I mentioned it in the pre-market. We were watching it as it was consolidating, and it took off to a highest point of 40% plus, 30% plus more after that 10% jump in the pre-market. Started talking about it down here, and it took off to a highest point in a matter of 15 minutes of 40% plus, guys. If this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. And let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Shiba Inu, Shib Coin, and today's information is pretty exciting for every Shiba Inu holder. I look forward to seeing how many you guys own down below and your rocket ships. Don't forget to comment those rocket ships because today's information is exciting, and I don't know what else could be exciting, especially with this movement to the upside and what's really driving it to go higher. And this is going to be a huge move if this actually transitions like the news and articles are stating, guys, because Shiba Inu is in a family that it could do what is called a flippening effect. I've talked about it before in my videos. We're going to break it down today, but comment those rocket ships down below because this is awesome. So the first thing is Shiba Inu is getting further adoption, right? We're seeing it get further adoption. It's starting to move upwards. The Coinbase effect, we saw it come right back down, and it created a support at 5 zeros and a 6 that we're aware of based off the chart's action in the last several days, okay? So that right there is a good sign of strength. 42 vision on the 30-minute is showing strength to the upside and momentum. But really, what is driving Shiba Inu to even move in the ways that it's been moving, right? So what is it? Well, the first thing is the fact that there's been a lot of coverage on how more people are finding out about it, further adoption, getting added onto Binance, getting added onto Coinbase, creating this news that you could see here that Shiba Inu adds over 100,000 new holders in 3 months, okay? This is because of further adoption. Now, it also has over 900K followers, right, when it comes to Twitter. And then you also have it beating, right, Litecoin and Uniswap. And yesterday I showed a graph how Shibaswap is much more looked at and trending and followed than Uniswap and any other swap out there and other altcoins that you can think of. So Shibaswap is out there way ahead of the game of every other one. And now Shiba Inu itself is ahead of all of these with 900K followers on Twitter, overtaking the other altcoins and cryptocurrencies, as well as adding 100,000 new holders. This is a big deal because the holders are the ones that create the floor. No matter how many whales, sharks are out there, I don't know if you guys have seen those diagrams. It's like a little shrimp, the octopus, the shark, the whales, the great whale, all that stuff. There's always going to be a floor due to the fact of all the holders. So this right now is a big deal because the first time I started talking about Shiba Inu, it went from 300,000 holders to 400,000 holders. And that was a big accomplishment way back in March and May, right? Around that area. Now it's over 600,000 different holders. That's a big deal. That's a big move. It's nearly doubled since I first started talking about it, and everything is pushing forward with further adoption. That's really what it's at right now, and that's one of the biggest things. But let me show you guys what the flippening effect is even about and how we're seeing it hit headlines, but not directly stating, well, Shiba Inu is in this family, which could end up affecting Shiba Inu to grow with it if it does do the flippening effect. So it's important to be aware of these things and the whole entire ecosystem, like I stated earlier, because they all go hand in hand indirectly. So I talked about this weeks ago, and it's starting to look like it's hitting headlines, and it's even possible to possibly happen. A lot of people at the time were like, well, I don't think that could happen. So there's this thing called the flippening effect, and it's Ethereum's potential to flippening of Bitcoin, and it may affect Shiba Inu. So the flippening effect is that Ethereum will take over the world's largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. So either catch up to it or pass it when it comes to growth and value. And there's a reason why. The whole entire update of Ethereum 2.0 will be a huge shift for the current proof of work of its mechanism to proof of stake. So that is something that's going to create that big hype and speculation behind it. The other thing too is that it can affect Shiba Inu's price because it's under the Ethereum family. Dogecoin is under the Bitcoin family, okay? So these are two dogs in two different families. So if the flippening effect is not Bitcoin taking over Ethereum, but Ethereum eventually taking over Bitcoin, that means that Ethereum has room to grow. And if it has room to grow, it's going to bring Shiba Inu with it because they're under the same ecosystem and the same family, okay? So that is a huge, huge move for Shiba Inu in the future if Ethereum actually creates this flippening effect, and it could be the next Dogecoin. That's why the dogfight is bound to happen, and this is why there's a lot of further adoption happening because it's under the Ethereum family, and it's almost like Ethereum and Shiba Inu are 2.0 versions of Dogecoin and Bitcoin. That's the best way to put it right now, through all the speculation and all the hype, which is possible. We'll have to see. It may not even be true, but that's right now what it's looking like based off of all the information and articles. So let's go ahead and see here what JP Morgan has to say. So big investors are dumping Bitcoin futures and pivoting to Ethereum as expectations for the world's largest cryptocurrency softens. Okay, this was 1 hour ago. Okay, this was posted weeks ago. Okay, and I talked about it. Okay, it's so important to be aware that here in this channel, we're not talking about hype. We're not talking about nonsense. We're talking about concrete information, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense because we're talking about it before it even happens or hits mainstream all over the place media. So now it's actually hitting the banks here, JP Morgan, and you're seeing it hit headlines in different stock brokerages and information. So basically saying that institutional investors are shying away from Bitcoin and they view it as the top cryptocurrency is softening, basically saying that there's not much more room right now for it to grow, and there's a lot more room to grow with Ethereum. So just this headline alone is basically anything under Ethereum can come with it, and anything under Bitcoin will follow it as well. Now, yes, Bitcoin is the top largest cryptocurrency. A lot of people say, well, what if Ethereum is going up and Bitcoin's going down and the rest of the market follows Bitcoin and not Ethereum? That's going to make Ethereum stand out big time. But right now, at the end of the day, Bitcoin, where it goes, the rest of the market follows. But if Ethereum does the inverse, that is going to be a very interesting and pivotal moment in the whole entire ecosystem of cryptocurrencies, and Shiba Inu so happens to be underneath Ethereum. So think about that for a second. That's how exciting this is. So again, I look forward to seeing your rocket ships down below, how many you're holding, and where do you see Shiba Inu going in the next following months, and is your price target 1 cent, 1/100th of a cent, 10 cents, or $1? Those are the speculative numbers right now that are out there, but also in the short term, do you think it's going to knock off a zero before the end of the year? That's going to be an interesting topic to talk about down below in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.